What is going on, everybody? BRICKBUILDERRB here, and welcome to a brand new iCraft SMP, a 1.13 survival multiplayer server series. Today, as you can tell, it's Halloween, okay? I'm dressed up in my Halloween costume, and we got to show off some of the festivities the server has going on, because this season of iCraft, we got some pretty cool plans for Halloween. Now, I am filming this a few days before Halloween actually goes on, so what I'm about to show you will not be fully completed, but just for scheduling purposes, I can't show off this thing otherwise. So we have to go to the Coral Reef town, which I don't believe I showed this off in a video either, but we have a fishbowl coral reef thing, so I'll quickly show that off. A bunch of the iCrafters built that in a group event, which sadly I couldn't take part in just due to like scheduling, but I'm gonna go ahead and show that off, and then we're gonna show off the special Halloween area. We got some trick-or-treating to do from Serpent Dagger. We got some other really fancy things to do in today's episode, so yeah. But this is the fishbowl. It looks pretty cool. I really like this. I think it's a nice little thing to build like in the water here. It's actually really cool. But over here is where we want to go. This is where the Halloween town will lie. Now, it's not really completed yet, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done over here. But we can go trick-or-treating. But first, I need to show this off. So we have BRICKBUILDERRB, the dolphin. I don't know. I wasn't there at this time. Like, I did come to the event towards the end, but they had already named that dolphin BRICKBUILDERRB. I'm not really sure why. I'm sure there was some sort of joke about it. Either way, it's pretty fishy. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fishy. But what we're gonna do is first we're gonna go ahead and trick-or-treat, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to build something here. Now, I already built this house, but I don't really love it. I don't think I'll really use it or anything, but it's just there, just so we have it. Let's see. Trick-or-treating down. Once per day, wander through the village and ring the doorbells. Buttons in the house. If you trick-or-treat, please stand in front of the rightmost door of the house. Oh gosh. Okay. So this is the right one, and we click that. What did we get? We got coal. Okay. That's not terrible. Could be worse. Which one do I stand on for this one? We got a piece of netherrack. Okay, so we're getting like a lot of lava items. Let's see, what are we gonna get from this house? Come on. What are they gonna give me? Another piece of coal. Oh my goodness. Am I getting all the really bad things? Power 4. Okay, power 4 is not bad. Power 4 is not bad. That's a good trick. An emerald. That's like the best thing ever. I'm literally an emerald creeper skin. I mean, look, emerald is the flipping best. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. That one's good. We got the final house right over here. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? You guys have to go ahead and hit that like button so I get something really, really good. An iron ingot. What? Not the best. Not the best, I'll be honest, but whatever. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get started on a build is what I think we should do. So let's grab one of these shulker boxes here and do this. Now, I didn't really bring any materials because I'm kind of a noob and I forgot to, but thankfully the iCrafters here on the server have a bunch of stuff in here that I'm gonna borrow. I don't think they'll mind too much because I mean that's what they were all doing during the event, was just using this stuff anyway. So we're gonna take some of it. Now, what do we want to build is the question. That's a good question. What do we want to build? I don't fully know. That's the problem. I'm not exactly the most aware of what we should build, but I'll come up with something, and when I do, I'll come back to you. So I have figured out what I actually want to end up building, but quickly before we do that, I gotta show off another prank. I don't know if you guys remember, but there used to be a cow pen here. Well, now I kind of got pranked, and that's what the mansion turned into, a cow breeding area. Now, I'm not really too upset about this prank, though, to be honest. I might just leave the cows in there because I didn't really have much of a plan with this mansion. So by having the cows in there, I guess it kind of gives the build like a purpose. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to leave them in there. So if any other iCrafters want to use the cows in the future, just go into my mansion and just breed some up, and then you can slay them out and whatever. It should work out not that bad, honestly. It's a little bit bigger than the cow pen was before, so there's even room for even more cows and all this other stuff. So I don't know, but it works. I'm not gonna milk it for any more than it's worth, but that's just a little thing just to let you know. They did that during the group event before I got there again. Now, I do know what I want to build in the Halloween town, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I think I have an idea that I'm gonna like, because I want something that's not too difficult. Like, I need a thing that I can actually finish in today's episode, if that makes sense. So, but I think I have a decent idea for something that I can do that can be fun for all the other iCrafters to like do in the Halloween town, potentially. Now, I don't know how much of it I'm actually gonna be able to do just because of resources. It's gonna be pretty expensive. But what I want to make is I want to make a corn field. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but at least like when I used to go pumpkin picking, there'd always be a corn maze or a corn field, and you have to try to get through the maze. So that's what I want to do, a little bit of a corn maze. But the question is, where do I put said corn maze? That is the only question that I don't really know, because there is not a ton of space in a lot of places. So I'm not 100% sure of that, but we're going to clear out some of these mushroom trees, and we're going to try to make a space that's just big enough just to put a little corn maze or something. It doesn't need to be like an impossible feat, you know, something that like can't be completed. But if we say like the challenge is to beat it under like a certain time interval, that should be where it becomes a challenge. You know what I mean? If it's like, try to beat the corn maze in 15 seconds on your first try or something, that's where the challenging part can come in. But I think we're gonna put it right back here. I think this will work good enough for us. Yeah, let's put it back here. And we got our shulker box full of resources, so that should be pretty good. But this is all the corn we're gonna have. We're gonna be using hay, and we're gonna go like this, and this is gonna be the entrance, and then you walk on in and all, etc. So let's go ahead and first make the size of this thing be decided. We're going to try to get the size of it as big as we can without going too high. Because remember, we need to make each of these walls at least 3 high, because there's that. And I think we're going to disable jumping by putting like some, I don't know, something. I'd like to try to make it so you can't jump. Although I bet I could just say it on like a sign before you go in, because we are going to make signs that say the rules of the corn maze. So that way no one can cheat. Also, I gotta break this massive mushroom. Are you kidding me? This thing is huge. This thing is really, really big. Let's just use the dirt. It'll be faster. Now, we also have a bunch of podzol. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using that for the ground in it. I was going to originally, but I don't know if it really is necessary. Like, if it's just like kind of like a waste of time or not. But we might put it there, we might not. But either way, we're going to need to sleep the night away and then get back to work on the corn maze. And I think it should be a pretty interesting build. I've never built a corn maze in Minecraft, nor have I ever seen someone build a corn maze. I'm sure someone else has at some point. I just have never seen it. Now, is there no bed around here? Where, oh, where is the bed? There's a bed right over here. Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and sleep the night away, and then we're going to get back to work on this corn maze. Let's flip and do this thing, okay? Should be pretty good. So let's take the hay bales, and let's get this party started. Also, I'm going to throw that there just because I think that would look better. And let's go ahead and finish this up. I mean, it's a decent size, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be, like, the biggest thing of all time for this to be still a really cool project. Now, if you're an iCrafter, you got to click away until you do this if you're planning on doing this, because you will, of course, be able to know, like, how to complete it otherwise. So let's go ahead. And, well, first we got to make the exit. Let's make the exit be over here. So this is the exit right here. So first, let's set up the pathway that will get you to the end. And then we'll, of course, modify it to have other external routes. Because, you know, we want to have there to be the different, like, areas where you go, and then you got to turn around. So this is assuming that it's a perfect straight path, which is not going to be. It's going to be something a little bit more difficult than this. So maybe what we should do is first we should probably make shears. That would probably be helpful, because I think shears are what you use to break. Although we might even have shears in here. We do. Okay, you don't use shears. What do you use to break these things fast? I don't know what you use to break them fast. I'll be honest, I really don't. But whatever. We'll just stick with this for now. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this path a little bit more challenging. So we're going to say if you want to complete it, you actually have to come like all the way around, you know, like through this. Because I want it to be a very long path to get to the end. Because I want it to be like a very difficult path, not something that's super easy for people to complete. And we are starting to run low on hay bales, so that sort of sucks, but we'll be fine. Okay, so let's see if we go around here and then we go through here. This should be doable, right? No, we just get led back right over here. This one needs to be broken, and then that, and then we'll go like that. Yeah, that'll work. And then we don't want this to be too wide, so we're gonna do that. Boom. And so that's the route you use to complete it. This one here, we're going to go like this. And then we'll do something like that. So you can get here, but then you can't. You got to go back around. We'll do like a little complicated thing here, maybe. Yeah, let's do something like that. And then we got to do something over here. Let's do this and this. And we're going to make these both lead into like the same thing where they're going to both loop into each other. Like so. We're running really low on hay bales. This is like so much wheat. I might even need to farm more off camera, honestly. So there's like that. There you go. That loops back to each other. But we're also going to put a little thing here with this. And then that's going to go to about here, we'll say. No, that's not even going to work. That's not even going to make a difference. Put it to there, I guess. And then we'll put an opening here with this. And then so you can run back all the way here for this to then be not worthwhile. And then we're going to do a similar thing over here where this one opens up. And then this will go like that. And then this will be like this. And then that is going to be a close, obviously. So I think that should work. Now let's just build up so we can actually see what I'm talking about here. Like, just make sure that this is enough paths and stuff. Again, it's not perfect, but I don't really have the resources to make like a super massive one. So this is kind of just going to have to do. I mean, this is just like a micro build. Like, you're really only going to use this once on Halloween. You know what I mean? So let's see. You can run down that. You run over there. You run here. You run through there. And boom. I don't like that it's a straightaway finish. I want to try to change that if possible. Like, I don't like how this is just like a straight path and then you're done. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go like this and we'll make it where you have to go around or something. I don't know. It's not a huge difference. And then we'll put that there, even though no one's going to walk through it because they're not dumb. Probably. Let's go ahead and build all this up. We're going to need to farm a lot more hay bales. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that off camera, of course. But let's go ahead and just get these placed down at least. I guess the ones we have now. I was not expecting to need this much hay bales. I was also probably never expecting to use all these hay bales that I've been farming up. Just like slowly over time because I have a wheat farm in my base that's relatively big. It gives like 3 stacks of wheat on one time, I guess. But I'm going to need a really big one. So I'm going to probably need to bone meal the crap out of that place. Like a ton if I want to get all the things I'm going to need. So let's build this up to 3 high first. That's the highs we're going to want. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about these annoying red beams like that are across these blocks. I do wish they weren't there. And of course, I know this is like a hay block, but it's going to have to work for like a corn maze just because we didn't have any other option. Like, we couldn't use sugarcane because you can walk right through it and you can see it. And there's no real better block, in my opinion, that would look more realistic than this. So we're going to just use this and hopefully it should be good enough. Again, it's for one little Halloween town contribution. That's the whole point of this episode, is so we can actually contribute to the Halloween town on this season of iCraft. And there we go with that. And now we got to do the insides here, like so. There is a lot of hay bales we're gonna need. We're probably gonna need an extra like stack or 2 at least of hay bales, maybe even more. I don't really know. This is gonna take a little bit for me to farm up though, nonetheless. Because it is going to take quite the time to get all these hay bales. Like, we're down to our last stack of them, and we're not even going to be able to finish with that. I think I will replace the floor in here with something. I'm debating whether I want to do something that'll be, like, optical illusion-ish. Like, ask, like, if I want to use, like, different colored hardened clays or something, or if I just want to make it, like, the podzol. Oh, okay, we got 52 more. All right, we might as well use those first. And then I'm going to go back to my base. I'm going to farm up. And then once I have all the hay bales, I will come right back here, finish it up. And then I'll show you guys a bit of the finished build project. And it should be pretty swaggy. So see you in a second. Okay, everybody, we're done. Now, I know it looks a little bit different, okay? I had to do some budget saving plans here, okay? So if you look, there's pumpkins around the outside ring of it. I had to do it. I just didn't have time to farm up like another stack and a half of hay bales. I had no bones, and by the time I kill all those skeletons and stuff, it just wouldn't be worth the time. So we did the pumpkins instead. We also have jack-o'-lanterns as the entire floor of it because I wanted there to be light, so even if it's nighttime, you could actually complete it. But we put this little sign out here where it's Brick's Corn Maze of Doom. The entrance to the corn maze is to your left, so right there. No jumping once in the maze. Try to get to the exit the fastest out of all the aircrafters and have fun and have a happy Halloween. So you just go in here and you got to try to complete it as fast as you possibly can. So that should be pretty interesting. And I don't even know if I know how to get out. I'll be honest. I don't even think I do. Yeah, see, I don't. Off the top of my head, at least. Yep, I don't. Let me go ahead and try to see if I can complete this thing really fast. Although, I mean, obviously, I do have a bit of an advantage because I kind of know the route more than everybody else will. There you go. Okay, so I do kind of know the route, but this is the exit right here. All right, let me put a sign. Exit. You completed the... No, that doesn't fit there, of course. You completed the corn maze. And then, there you go. So there's that, just a little thing there. And let's throw a jack-o'-lantern there. And then, like we did the front, we're going to put pumpkins here. And we're going to put pumpkins here. But overall, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode here. This corn maze is a pretty interesting build. It may not look the greatest, but it looks good enough, which done is better than perfect, especially for something like the Halloween builds, which are going to be relatively done soon. Now, I may come back and add a wall or something around this at some point. I don't really know. If someone on iCraft wants to go ahead and like put like a pretty wall that like matches these designs around this thing, I won't be opposed to it. I don't really care too much, but that's gonna be where I call it for today's episode. So if you did enjoy, make sure to like, button, and subscribe, and have a happy Halloween, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in another episode of iCraft SMP.